more bad government in Nigeria. Like that was the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government.
A lawyer and spokesperson for the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election. Welcome to the morning show, Kenneth Okonkwo. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abati. It's my pleasure being here. Thank you, viewers, for joining us. And our young Nigerian wife, Bimba. It's my pleasure being here with you.
Thank you. You're getting younger by the day, actually.
Young lady. She's a young lady, according to Chief Body Judge.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, my brother. Now, first, let's start with some clarification. You were very active in the Labour Party. You were there in the court, all the way to the Supreme Court, defending Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party. But you switched. In some of your recent comments, you have been saying, well, nobody can remove President Tinubu except they have a coalition. Sometimes I was confused. I thought, okay, maybe Kenneth Okonkwo is now in the APC. Let us clarify where you belong to right now. Are you in the APC? We know you have left Labour Party, or you are on your way to the APC, which seems to be the trend, because you have said no single candidate can remove President Tinubu. So my assumption is that very soon we hear that you are also firmly in the APC. This is the season of defections. What do you think about this current up and down in Nigerian politics?
Well, first and foremost, I do not join a party, or let me say, I do not leave a party because of another party. So I leave a party because of the party itself. And when I want to join another party, it's because of that party, not because I'm looking for anything. When I resigned from APC, I made it clear that I cannot follow a president who is insensitive to our spirit of diversity. He chose a fellow Muslim to give us same faith ticket. Has that changed? I made it clear that Nigeria being a diverse nation, anybody that will not respect our religious diversity will not respect our ethnic diversity. Have I not been proved right? If APC wants me to join APC, these are my conditions. They promised Nigeria that 1 naira should be $1. Have they done that? When they do it, let them come calling, and I will consider them. Nigeria is a diverse nation where the presidency is an association between the president and the vice. And the Nigerian constitution is very clear that every association must cut across religious and ethnic barriers. So any president that is choosing a man of same faith ticket and then choosing only the people from his own people or the people he perceives are his own people to be in governance is a president that unapologetically behaves in a very unconstitutional manner. He has no respect for rule of law. And Aristotle made it clear that rule of law will always be preferable to rule of an individual. Appetite for material things and other self-centered desires perverts holders of office, apart from sapping our energy, draining our life and enthusiasm, there is nothing else that this government has achieved for Nigeria. And then contemplating that me, that entered politics for the welfare of the people, shall join an APC that is insensitive to the people's welfare, that has punished Nigerians with hunger and hardship. The World Bank report now said that Nigeria will sink further into poverty till 2027. That in Tinubu's regime, there is no hope for recovery from poverty. And they gave their reasons: structural economic weaknesses, dependence on oil revenue, national fragility. In other words, national conflicts. Look at what's happening in Plateau State. More than 100 persons have died, massacred by unknown people. And the president was in Paris and could not even cut his travel short to commiserate with people from Plateau State. Look at what's happening in Rivers State. A president declared martial law and removed constitutionally elected representatives of the people. And look at what's happening in Benue State. People dying. All the things this president has given Nigeria is tears and blood. And you want to say Kenneth Okonkwo will contemplate going into such an association? I tell you what Dove said, man said. He said toxic leaders are energy vampires, draining life and enthusiasm out of the people they lead. You want my life and enthusiasm to be drained? No. I reject APC as presently constituted, as a party that does not live up to its promise, as a party that has inflicted Nigeria with hunger and hardship, as a party that does not recognize our diversity, as a party that has given us nothing except tears and blood. A land that God created to flow with oil, with wealth, with gold, is now flowing with tears and blood. Count me out of that unholy association. But now I am a member of the coalition. And we are moving in that direction to solidify the unity amongst all the opposition forces to take out this government that, according to Senator Ndume, is a government of kakistocrats and kleptocrats, the government of worst of us, and the government of desperate thieves. According to Aristotle, he said when man is separated from law and justice, he becomes the worst of animals. And Plato made it clear that man separated from law is the most savage beast. We have been reintroduced to the state of nature by this government, where life, according to Thomas Hobbes, has become solitary, nasty, brutish, poor, and of course short.
Okay,
that is what we're suffering in this country.
Okay. We appreciate, I love the philosophy and almost spoken word that you're giving us this morning. Very, very inspirational indeed. I love that you've mentioned this coalition, because what I wanted to ask you initially is that the writing on the wall seems to appear that there is a north and south divide. And it's seeming like this grand coalition that is being marketed for the moment, the body language reads towards the north. So are you saying that you're behind a potential movement that will push forward a northern candidate if that's what it will take to defeat the incumbent?
Well, 2023, I was consumed with the fact that there was an agreement between North and South, that the North should have power for 8 years, the South should have power for 8 years. And I ran under that canopy. And then we produced a Southern president. However that came. In 2027, it is a different ball game, because we are now in the half of the match. If you say you want to bring another Southerner who is not Tinubu to come in, the North will say he's going to spend 8 years. And then that will still breach the agreement. And now that Tinubu is incomparably bad, would you say you give him another 4 years? That we will continue to sink, according to World Bank report, into further poverty and misery? Now, if you get a Northerner who will commence a rule in the middle of the game. Would you say that if he spends 8 years, it has not become injustice? It will. Now, if you are in a coalition democratically, how do you choose somebody that will be acceptable by all his colleagues? These are very tough issues. And what I have decided is that, look, there is 4 more years that is remaining. Because we may not be able to choose anybody by selection and make the person to have the buy-in of all the other contestants, let there be an open primary election between North and South in a coalition. Whoever wins should agree to do 4 years to compensate for the injustice that will be meted out to any section. If another Southerner who is not Tinubu wins, he must say that he will do 4 more years to complete Tinubu's regime. If a Northerner wins, then let him do 4 years so that it will return back to the South. Because that is the only way that we may be able to stop this government that has become incurably bad. According to John Locke, when a government becomes destructive of the fundamental human rights of the people, they have the right in a social contract to alter the government, to change it or abolish it altogether. This government needs to be changed, and you have to give in something in order to get something. So basically, that is the only justice of the situation that I have seen. Where did I learn this from? I learned it from Tinubu himself. In 2015, Tinubu sided with the Northerners against Ruben Abati's principle. And the South-South, they were pleading, let them complete their term. But Tinubu, out of self-preservation, out of the below-come philosophy, he said no. He aligned with the North and chose one of his own to be the vice president. He preferred the power going back to the North rather than remaining in the South, so that it will pave way for him in the next 8 years to become president. And that is why he's president today, because of that strategy. So in between the game, and when the incumbent is found wanting, the only way to move forward is by this method that I have enunciated.
Well, I'm enjoying myself. I mean, listening to you is like I'm back in one of these classes that I took many years ago, Philosophical Problems and Analysis, where we talked about Plato, Aristotle, Jeremy Bentham, John Locke, and all the philosophers. I'm enjoying myself. But let me ask you a question. This coalition that you say you have joined, do you think that the coalition, as presently proposed, can take Tinubu out of power in 2027? And I ask that because I've read an opinion by Senator Ibrahim Shekarau, former governor, former senator, in which he said, look, the coalition will be making a mistake if the emphasis is on individuals rather than political parties. And that so far, what we're hearing is a meeting of individuals. Nasir Rufai, Atikwa, Peter Obi, going to visit people, going to attend events. And his argument is that, look, this is not about individuals. For you to form a proper coalition, you need to carry the political parties along. Even the Social Democratic Party, is now saying, well, we are not part of this merger. PDP governors have said, no, we are not going to be part of it. So how do you form a coalition? And Mr. Nonuga just issued a statement and said, there's nothing called coalition. The coalition is even dead, before it gains any traction. What do you think of those criticisms?
Well, we are more than 2 years to the next election. Ruben Abati, you will agree, even in Senna climes, we ought not to be talking about election now. We ought to be talking about administration. And administration has to be at least 2 years before you even contemplate talking about strategies for the next election. Unfortunately, the problems of Nigeria have made most politicians to be looking out for the next election, not for the next generation. So 24 hours, they say, is too long in politics, and you're talking about more than 2 years. Obviously, it took many years before even APC had to be coupled together. So what we are saying is that let the dialogue continue. I was privileged to be a spokesperson in 2023 election. We came on board about 3 months to the time. 3 months to the time, and we overwhelmed the whole system. And you're talking about more than 2 years. The people are the residue of power in a democracy. In 24 hours, if they make up their mind on something and they insist on it, that's the end of the whole thing. What is keeping Tinubu in office now? Because for me, he's already out. What is keeping him in office? What is making people to defect to APC is because of their belief that we are not a nation of law and justice, but a nation ruled by an individual. They believe that if Tinubu sanctions you, no matter what the people think, you are already in there. Let's take the case of Delta State. You understand that Ned Nwoko said that his governor is not a performing governor, and that his governor has not seen the light and has been antithetical to the development of his people. And this was the reason he entered APC. Remember that Omo Agege, for instance, has been nourishing the ambition to be the governor of Delta State. And he also is in APC, welcoming people in. Remember that Festus Keyamo has not been a fan to Omo Agege. And you know what? Oboro Were himself, fearing that these people will now use that federal might against him, said the best strategy now, because he has not given us any economic, political, or social indices that APC is performing that made him to join APC. He said he is joining APC too. Why? Self-preservation, which is the law of nature in a state of nature. And now, what do you think will happen in Delta State? You want to tell Omo Agege to throw away his gubernatorial ambition? You may have something else coming. It is easier to steal the mace in the National Assembly than for Omo Agege to give up his gubernatorial. In Nigeria, especially the opposition parties, have not behaved well. They have not carried themselves well. And when such a thing happens, what you see is that the old will die. It will be buried. And that old will form.
Oh, okay. Barrister Okonkwo.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I'm facing a terrible network situation here. You know, that's why I came out late. I've been struggling with the network. None of the network is working. I'm using 3 Wi-Fi here. None of them is working. The major one stopped. The MTN is rubbish. The Airtel is rubbish. The MiFi, none of them. I don't know why. It's raining here in Lagos though, but I don't know. I guess you guys can hear me though. You know, so in case when it continues to happen like this, we are facing a terrible network situation right now. And I'm going to post out a link for those of you that want to join me this evening. It would be nice you come in early so that it doesn't look like if this thing continues to happen that we might not come back again. But when we have people on the screen, it's not going to affect them. So I've posted out a link. I appreciate every one of you right there. Let's just continue and see how it goes. God bless you all.
Oh.
I will take over this country by the grace of God.
Okay. Now, some might say that our biggest challenge that has brought us to where we are now is the lack of ideology in politics. And what's the root cause of that? The root cause is all of these mergers and coalitions of strange bedfellows that come together for the purposes of being able to take power. So what you're describing with APC sounds like an occupational hazard that will befall whatever coalition you're all putting together. Strange bedfellows, again, coming together strategically to try and take power. It sounds like you're committing the same sin, just from a different ticket. What would you say to that?
Well, when APC came together to form APC, they were the strangest of fellows. People from New PDP, from half portion of APGA, from CPC, from ANPP, and all other ACN. They were the strangest of fellows. But yet, they were able to make the commensurate sacrifice. They were able to know that they have a common enemy in the ruling PDP. And they pocketed their individual preferences and went for the common good of them. Remember, the whole idea of setting up a political party is to protect the interest of your members. They were able to harness themselves very well, organized a primary for their presidential candidates, all of them, in a purported free and fair election. And when somebody emerged, they supported the person and they won the incumbent. So the strangest of fellows can always come together when there is a national crisis as we have now, and they will pocket their individual ambitions for the collective good of the
Barrister
people.
Okonkwo, Barrister Okonkwo, if I may just interject. Yes. So, I mean, I have no doubt that elites are always able to come together to find common ground when it suits their interests. But my question here is really around the people. Can these coalitions, have they really served Nigeria and delivered the dividends of democracy to the people? Another coalition, is it not another recipe for disaster? Another 4 years of infighting, power grabbing, this and so forth. Is that really the answer?
Well, let me first of all concede to you has not produced reasonable result for the people. But you see, you cannot give up. You can only learn from your experience. Use your experience in your today's experiment to achieve your expectation tomorrow. We cannot give up. We cannot succumb to the blackmail of tyrants. We cannot succumb to the blackmail of the kakistocrats and the kleptocrats, because they will blackmail you that the coalition in the past has not worked. That does not mean you will not try again. Continue to try. If you fail 99% of the time, that 1% that you will succeed, you would have learned 99% of how not to fail. We will continue in this country until we get it right. I agree with you, the coalition has not worked in the past. That does not mean the coalition will not work in the present. We will form a coalition, because you have to secure the ground first before looking for the mats. You have to get power before thinking about the welfare of the people. So what I have said personally is that I would not be buyable. I will not be purchasable. I will say my mind. Am I perfect? Yet, but it will not be based on lack of integrity. Everything I would do shall proceed from the integrity of my heart and innocence of my hands. When I make mistakes, I will change. You have to be the change that you are looking for in people. I left my comfort zone as an actor, the prime actor for that matter, the foremost actor, looking for the welfare of Nigerians, and I will get it, because I'm ready to make the commensurate sacrifice to get there. You may have seen that I am not as interested in political office and in political wealth as I'm interested in Nigerians. And
very quickly.
For people that made me a hero today. And I am living for them, and I'm going to serve them. And I will succeed.
Very quickly, as we begin to wrap up now, I'd like to ask you, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, spokesperson for President Tinubu, I said, look, all this coalition politics is dead on arrival. He has also said that, in fact, Nigerians should praise President Tinubu and praise the APC. That the reason everybody is trying to join the APC is because the APC is promoting democracy and serving the people's interests. He also made the point that in any case, politicians will always move from one party to the other, and they have the freedom of thought, speech, assembly, association, as you well know. Do you think that Mr. Ononuga is saying something to people like you who think that the coalition politics ongoing now is working?
Well, I am surprised you're still taking such comments from such people very seriously. A man who called citizens of Nigeria aliens in their own country. A man who Tinubu is even more sincere than. At least Tinubu has acknowledged in some fora that things are difficult and he takes responsibility. But this is a man that pushes responsibility to every other person except this government. The greatest liability of this president is a media aide like Bayo Ononuga. The World Bank report will say something. The inflation will say something. And they will go and rebase. Have you ever seen where they are rebasing inflation? Inflation means the rate of increase in prices of commodities and services over a period of time. And this government, I bought a bag of rice, for instance, in December, 109,000, and in March I bought it the same price. And this government said they have rebased inflation and reduced inflation from 34% to 24%. I am not aware of any economics that performs like that. I know you rebase GDP when there are some areas you have not captured which you are recapturing, and then you are rebasing inflation. What a dubious government. And you have a media aide that wants to sell everything, including sand, as rice to Nigerian people. Let me tell you, coalition, and let me agree that you cannot blame the ruling party for any perfidy in the opposition party. It is a legitimate political attack, a legitimate one for that matter, for the ruling party to use every means that is peaceful and not by force to see whether they can bring confusion in the camp of the opposition. Blame the opposition if they cannot gather themselves together. I am a member of the opposition, and I will always tell them, if you do not come together, you will not win a Tinubu. So if they don't come together, don't blame the ruling party, because most of them are also looking for their stomach infrastructure. I told you that PDP is now a servant of servants, and LP under Abure is a housemate to APC. So you wouldn't blame APC if they use enticement to destroy the opposition. But you will blame APC for not giving Nigerians good governance. And because of that, Nigerians will determine who will govern them. Let me tell you, they are relying that they will write results. People going into APC is because they want to come under self-preservation of writing results. That's why I said, if you separate man from law and justice, he will become the most savage of beasts. Without it, Tinubu is already gone.
Thank you very much.
And we will fight, everybody should fight, that the will of Nigeria should be secured when they go to vote in 2027.
Thank you.
And Tinubu will be out.
Thank you. But if I may defend the economists, I think many of them are into voodoo, economics. But rebasing is a technical term, like executive orders of Donald Trump, an administrative handmaiden that they use, to promote GDP and work with data and statistics.
Arise news posted today, being 27th of April 2025, where Professor Usman Yusuf accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime of using EFCC to oppress. They posted this morning. So let's quickly watch so that you people understand what I've been saying about EFCC.
The 29th of January this year, at about 6:30 p.m., my wife came up to my room and said there are some gentlemen that knocked and just walked into the room, dark-suited, walked into the door. They want to see me. They said I'm expecting them. I came downstairs in my jalabia, no hat, and flip-flop. And they said they are from the EFCC. They've come to take me to the EFCC. I said, guys, you haven't even introduced yourselves. So they just brought out their badge and said, oh, they're EFCC. Show me arrest warrant. Oh, we don't need that, sir. Okay? Allow me to go upstairs, change. They blocked me. They didn't let me. Allow my wife to go upstairs and bring me some change of clothing. They refused. We went outside. As we went outside, their bus was waiting outside. The driver was sitting. The engine was running. And there were 5 armed mobile policemen, some deployed behind the house. Thinking I would run. I'm not a runner. So we went in, and I was sandwiched between an armed Mopol and a young operative. And they were high-fiving themselves as if they had captured notorious Kachala Bello Turji. We went to the EFCC, went to the office of their boss, and he handed me a bunch of papers. What are these? These are your charges. Well, I don't need the charges if I don't have my lawyer here. Well, the guy was waiting to go home, and my battery had gone down, and I couldn't call my wife and to tell her where I was and how I was, and they wouldn't let me call her. And they just took me to the cells. Nobody had told me whether I was going to stay, why I was there, how long I was going to be there. They just took me around the building to the cells. Entered the cells. Well, a lot of them were youth. They recognized me from the previous brahas in Nigeria. And they came up to me wishing me good luck and best wishes. I had serious headache because, remember, I had fasted for over 14 hours by then. I hadn't eaten or drunk anything. They brought me a sachet of pure water and tea. I drank and went to sleep. And then the next morning, they took us to, they called my name out. We were going to court. We went into the bus. Well, when we came out of the building, they had placed their official photographer to be taking photographs of me without a hat, in jalabiya, in flip-flop. That was when I realized these guys are up to no good. All they're interested is to demean me, dehumanize me, and weaken my spirit. They don't know who they're dealing with. We went into the bus, and I was jokingly telling them, guys, haven't you forgotten the chains and the manacles? They busted out laughing and said, oh, our guy, it hasn't reached to that. We went to court. They were not ready. We had to come back to the EFCC again, and they upgraded me from 4 of us in a room to I alone in a cell. I was there in the EFCC for 6 days. After that, I was arraigned in court, and then the judge did not give me bail. Her reason, well, she had a cold. I was put back to Kuje. I was in Kuje for 24 days. Denial of bail 2. Anybody excused is wrong, because bail is a constitutionally guaranteed right of anybody accused, except if it was a capital offense or the person is suspected of terrorism. Mine was neither of those. I was denied bail deliberately by this government to shake me up. And I was put in Kuje for 6 days and 24 days in EFCC for 6 days and 24 days in Kuje to shake me up and silence me. But no, I'm no one to be silenced. In Kuje prison, I wrote my experiences and told this government that 6 days in Kuje and 24 days 6 days in EFCC and 24 days in Kuje will not silence me. The whole purpose is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government trying to silence any dissent to his government. And this coming from a president who was an IDECO activist himself, who fought the military, who ran across the border and ran away from the military. And when he came back, he never gave neither Jonathan nor Obasanjo, not even Buhari, he never gave them peace. He was criticizing them. Criticizing a government in a democracy is a legitimate right of every citizen. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to stifle dissent in this country and is trying to make this country a one-party.
Imagine how they would have traumatized this man and his family. Imagine how they would have the corruption of EFCC has literally no limits. Now they are even partisan. So basically now anybody where Tinubu they vex with or APC they vex with, now EFCC they go pursue. Just take case study. Let's use Okowa own. Few days ago, you came to publish a news that Okowa that Okowa stole 1.something trillion naira. 1.something trillion naira. That is 999 billion, 1 billion, then another 300 billion naira. That Okowa carried it. All of a sudden, Okowa just say, don't join APC now. Let's bet it. That case will go down. So EFCC are now partisan. Corruption at the fullest. This same EFCC in this country, they know the whole politician. You see Yaya Bello, they don't hold politicians. They don't hold politicians. Now these small boys that they use, they take sure everybody say that they work. They'll just go one place, carry students. The other day, the EFCC arrested 105 people. EFCC carried 35 boys. EFCC, all these people that you are arresting, they never do half of what politicians do. But yes, when they use that, they feel blank like so now they work. Meanwhile, you people are the most corrupt agency in the country. As it seems like this, I gather all my evidence. I gather all of them. They never protest against EFCC before. Now me, I did like this. So at the plan stage, the biggest protest against you. You people are corrupt. A lot of you are thieves. A lot of you are thieves, and a lot of you are being used as instruments of politicians to fight each other. There's nothing like Economic and Financial Crime Commission in this country. No integrity, nothing. Thieves. And a lot of them be thieves. Thieves. You're going to learn, and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. The state of the nation As you all know, that the situation of our country is getting terrible. 2027 is still far away, but the way people are already campaigning or talking about 2027, how Tinubu will reclaim or rather reinstate itself and all that. So I don't know how that is going to happen, but a lot are also fighting back, saying that Tinubu is going nowhere. Tinubu, whether you like it or not, you are going nowhere. That's what a lot of them are saying right now. So what is your own take, my people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate you all. Please help us to press on the like and help us to share this broadcast right now. Can anybody hear me? Because I don't know. I don't know what is still happening here. Please just confirm if you can hear me. Okay, thank you, Kislogira here. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Thanks for always being there for us all here. I appreciate every one of you right there. A lot of people have commented already. You know, I just want to quickly call one or two persons out so we can move on. For those of you that want to join the panel, this is the best time. Thank you very much, Abo Azi. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Discussion Channel TV, thank you so much for joining us today. Emma, I can see you right there. Wisdom Lucky, thank you, Kiss Dogera, Yosemite Girl, my dear. God bless you, all my people. Clifford, Ezebo, thank you. Lucy Eno, can see you as well. Rosemary Osas in the building today. Thank you very much, Patty Solomon. Good to hear from you. Dixon Dagmore, Bexmark, thank you. Osesmo, it's good to have you on the show. God bless you, all my people. Peter Ife, I can see you. Love Maduka in the building. Thank you, my good people. God bless you all. Noble Man, I can see you right there. Thank you for your time with us today. Nena Obona in the building. Thank you, Prince Aka. I can see you. Thank you, Remy Abdul. God bless you. Peggy Modi, good evening to you, Ma. Thank you very much. Many more. Wisdom Lucky once again. Some names I've already mentioned. You know, and plenty for them. Mike Akampare, my brother, I can see you right there. Kate, baby, I can see you. Stella Imasevedo, good evening to you, Ma. Thanks for joining us. Wabo Phyllis, good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you right there. I'm just trying to see if I can mention all names quickly. Ijidima, I can see you. Flourish, Osazele, thank you, my wonderful people. Ijidima in the building. Black Panther, my brother. Who is there? Uyi Desmond, Flourish, thank you. God bless you all. Saigbovo Konra in the building. Thank you. Then I have someone else. Timmy DB is right there with us. Michael Ganamaro once again. Discussion Channel TV once again. Now plenty. You know, even some people that have already mentioned the name, I'm mentioning it all over again. I appreciate you all, Mr. Joseph Emmanuel, and many others are going to be joining us again later on. My people, thank you very much for your time with us on this particular one. I posted out a couple of videos today. But I'd like us to, because it looks like this particular video, we're going to be recapitulating on this particular video here every day. This Onopasa's video. So I'd like us to quickly recap on this part.
Who are dissatisfied with him, that who put him in power, we are the ones that will remove him from the power. We are in our party, and in this party, we will ensure that Bola Tinubu does not come for a second term, because that will be great torment and torture for Nigerians. How do people work for you to get into power, and you use and dump them, and you start empowering other people who never belong to our party, who never worked with us at the campaign council, you know, who just, I mean, I don't understand this Bola Tinubu of a man. He will just, I don't know what his game plan is. But he's wasting his time, because we are the ones that put him in power. We know our calculations, how we put him in power, and we are going to get him out of that power. That's for sure. He's wasting his time. But even at that, Ruben, a majority of Nigerians did not vote for him. We did the calculation. All we needed to do was to wait for Atiku and Peter Obi to split their votes. That's how we won. Since 1999, Bola Tinubu has had the lowest margin of votes of all presidents. He had less than 40% of votes. We calculated it. We worked at campaign council. Go and check the records. So there's nothing I don't know about how Bola Tinubu won. Let's see how he will win in 2027.
Yeah, but Tinubu got 62%. Yeah? He got 62% of the votes from northern Nigeria. But let's leave statistics.
I don't even like any of them. I don't like Atiku. I don't like Obi. We are a country of over 200 million people. There are other people that will come up.
All right. This particular video will stay a very, very long time with us on this platform. Yes, I posted out a link already earlier on. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. My brother, Mr. Alex, thank you. Good evening to you. I can see right there. God bless you all. I appreciate every one of you. I would like us to quickly take this article. For those of you that want to call in, this is also the best time for you to do so. Then let me take this article. Bear with me, guys. All right. As you can see from Akpabio, it's part of what we have right there on the thumbnail. Poverty is not a crime. Akpabio tells Nigerians from Pope's funeral in Rome that the Pope died as a poor man. So Nigerians should know you are poor. You should live with it. It's not a crime. It's a normal thing to be poor. So, hi, good. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has called on Nigerians to show greater love and solidarity, declaring that poverty is not a crime, speaking from Rome after attending the funeral of Pope Francis. Akpabio reflected on the late Pontiff's humility and commitment to service. Akpabio, who led 5 members federal delegation to the Vatican, emphasized that the Catholic Church global influence extends beyond religion, describing it as both a faith and a state. When you look at the Catholic Church is not just a church. The Vatican is also regarded as a state. Akpabio said during an interview with the Nigerian Television Authority NTA via Zoom. So I'll just leave that one out. I just thought I should put that in there quickly to tally up what I've already presented, or rather what we have on the thumbnail. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Now, God bless you now. Let me take this first call quickly. Mr. Alex, I can see you already. Let Mother Deborah speak to us. I'll bring you to the screenshot. Mother Deborah, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, ma. Are you there, Mother Deborah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening to you, ma. Please talk to us. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. All our viewers and commenters all over the world, you are all welcome to this beautiful broadcast. Just a quick one. Let me start by the last video that I watched on Mr. Akpabio. Nobody should take Mr. Akpabio serious. You see, it's obvious that he's just making mockery of Nigerians. The way he talks, you just know that this is a man who does not care about anybody. There's a parable in my place. They say a child that has help in life does not understand the suffering of others. So Akpabio is talking from a place of a privileged man who has been in power, who has enjoyed government money. So he does not even understand what Nigerians are going through. So he's always making mockery of the sufferings of Nigerians. It's a shame that we have people like that as leaders, but they get away with it. The other time when he was sending money he said, I'm sending prayers. Despite everything that was heard, nothing happened. Obviously, he can say anything he likes. And after saying it, nobody will question him or hold him accountable for those sarcastic statements that he's making. Then let me quickly say something about Kenneth Okonkwo. I like Kenneth Okonkwo. He's an intelligent man. But it just, the problem I have with him is, I think sometimes he's very emotional when he's expressing himself. And he's too quick. He's too quick to make judgments. I remember very well this same Kenneth Okonkwo when he jumped and joined the APC party, and he was out there campaigning for Buhari and all of that. You know, he did not really take his time to know who Buhari is before he joined that APC. You know, and now he's so much in a hurry to say, oh, coalition, it doesn't matter, somebody. The issues like this, so that they will not end up making another mistake and bringing somebody who is worse than Tinubu again. Because I think in a situation like this, they really have to sit down and actually, Nigeria has gone through hell. Then if they go into anything in a rush, I can bet you that they might end up with somebody that is worse than Tinubu. So I think Kenneth Okonkwo, after everything, I think he should sit down and reflect on things before coming out, before rushing into making decisions about 2027 and what is going to happen. You know, he is very emotional. I understand that he wants Nigeria to work, but at the same time, when you are very emotional when making decisions, you can make a wrong judgment. That's about Kenneth Okonkwo. Then Mr. Onabasa, what's his name? The one that Elvis, Mr. Elvis, your friend.
Onobasa is not my friend, though. He's not my friend.
If you listen to that man, in my own opinion, he's talking from the place of pain, personal pain. You know, he's talking from the place of personal pain.
He's disappointed, right?
Yes.
Terrible.
He's talking from the place of personal pain. So anybody thinking that he's talking about Nigerians are suffering, and no, he's not talking. He's not concerned about the suffering of people. It's his own personal what he bargained for, he didn't get. So that is where he's coming from, and I think he just wants a revenge. Okay, because he's done this to me, I want to revenge. So his own is a past. I think it's just a personal vendetta he's having. It's a personal issue for him, and that's how a lot of Nigerian politicians are. It's very few of them that really want to see Nigeria work. A large percentage of them are just in there for their own personal interest. And I agree with you. I think it was yesterday you made that comment, and you said if somebody like Peter Obi, Senator Natasha Uduaga they all team up together, and somebody like Dati Baba Ahmed and so if they can work together, can you imagine the kind of coalition that will be? Of course, because you cannot see that these are people who are driven by passion.
Yeah.
Passion, not personal passion, but passion for the people, and they want to be able to change Nigeria. So if you see a group of people like that, if they can come together, I can tell you they will be able to achieve their goal. But all these other politicians, they are going there for their own interests. Even if there's going to be any coalition, I don't see that coalition, because one thing I know for sure is that any coalition, I don't see them. They will not make Peter Obi the president. That's one thing I can guarantee you. If they make any coalition, even if they put, I don't know, But I just hope that whatever coalition, if they put Peter Obi as the president of that coalition, I might say it will work. But I don't see Atiku accepting that. But if they put somebody like Atiku and make Peter Obi a vice president, it's still not going to work. So
thank you, ma'am.
I just really hope that somehow they figure it out well. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. You're doing a good job.
Thank you very much, Madam Deborah.
Bless you.
God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I'm happy that Madam Deborah agreed with my combined statement yesterday. If these people agree to work together, obviously that Nigeria that we all have been craving for to have will be very, very easy in 2027. But so is not ready to work with Peter Obi. Thank you, Mr. Simon, for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
I greet you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Please talk to us.
I greet Momsi. I greet all the panelists, sir.
Thank you.
Did you hear me?
Yes, sir. We did hear you, sir. Go ahead. Thank you.
My own submission for this man, I know I agree from one part when he talk. Say they go open the ballot because maybe there will be one mesh, all of them will be together. I mean, I don't agree. Now, I don't want Atiku plan. Now, I'm already they work with Atiku. But guess it's not the one side saying they want to enter the party. I don't think so. I know so now what they play for back with that one. Now, also the first one before for 2023, where Atiku did deceive South. So they say the other will say maybe they open the ballot. That's how the zone come South. We will say they become this problem for Nigeria. So. Now that's a plan. Atiku see the plan again. Atiku not the way they share. They want to plan out 2027 because if they see become when they measure of them together, Atiku will see the money, they buy all of them. So as I talk just now, but there will be no go fit. They got have money back. They say for primary all the stuff. So there will be no go fit. So you know work. So that's how I say you know work. That one I plan for to go with Atiku. That they are plan just with that one. As for Kowa, okay, the first thing is that money. I make the money will go and chief, and I make the come to APC. So that money will chief too much. It's too much. It's too much. One person you chief that kind of money for Nigeria. Where they want carry that money go? The money too much. That money too much. Too much. For waiting.
All right.
So the chief for the
Thank you, Oga Simon. God bless you, my brother. Thank you. He said that the chief. All right, guys, let me quickly go to the panel. But before I call on Mr. Alex, I'd like to quickly appreciate my first super chat of today, Michael Ganamaro. Thank you very much for the super chat already. I'm very, very grateful, sir. Thank you. Thanks for all that you do all this while. God bless you. Okay, Mr. Alex, it's good to have you on the show. Thank you very much, my brother, for joining me this evening.
Yes, Mr. Elvis, can I come after? Give us a mandate. Can I come after him? Like a few minutes.
I was even going to beg for your indulgence, but thank you very much. That means you are in the spirit. You are truly a brother. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I greet you. I greet everyone. I greet Mr. Alex. I greet Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for holding forth and then continue to do this. I sent you a message on WhatsApp now. If you probably can present it, just to counter what this Cardinal Akpabio is saying. I just wanted to quickly counter what the Cardinal Akpabio said. Well, greetings to everybody. I think for me, Onopasa is one, emotionally sick. Two, is health. Also, I think he's also health-wise sick. Then also is disgruntled. Is honestly is annoyed or is angered against the criminal drug baron. Now, you know, one thing he's trying to do is what they did against Goodluck Jonathan when Kayode Fayemi said that they were the one that orchestrated Boko Haram. They were the one that orchestrated insecurity against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Now, Onapaka just revealed to Nigerians that they knew how they rigged the election. So he himself is now confessing that the election of 2023, Peter Gregory Obi won the election on a landslide, but that they rigged it because he just told Nigeria now that they were in the coalition center, they were in their own APC cocoon, APC evil party, where the election was rigged because INEC all of a sudden decamped to APC during that election. Now he knew. So if you ask Onokpasa, if Onokpasa is put under serious grilling, maybe you bring in FBI of America or CIA to grill him, they torture him, they will tell you how they switch up Bibas, how they rigged the election, how they gave Peter Gregory Obi's vote to the criminal drug baron, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Onokpasa will tell you. And that's why when Rufai was intervening that time, he was angered because Rufai brought to his face that, Oga, you are not in any way different from this criminal drug baron. You are not in any way different from Bayo Onuga. You are not different from Bia Mila. You are not different from Cardinal Akpabio. You are just the same with them. So now, if you look at that man, he's so angered to the point that he's now affecting his health. Compare Onokpasa 2023, just 2 years ago. Compare his picture then to now. That guy has an health issue, he has emotional issue, and he's also angered against the criminal drug baron. Why? Because he has not gotten any appointment. He thought that he was going to be appointed, maybe a special advisor or things like that. Now, let Tinubu give Onokpasa, let Tinubu give a position today. His talk will change. But we know Nigerians, we know how they play that game. We know how they play the game. A lot of them are just bones that Tinubu will chew and then throw away without any benefit coming to them. Onokpasa knew what they did. They all collude with INEC to rig the last election. That last election was won by Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. No two way about it. No two way about it. Now, Akpabio that was talking about Pope, right? Akpabio, maybe he did not see what the Pope himself said. Maybe he didn't see it. But let me probably read it to Nigerians. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself, and its flower do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are all born to help each other, no matter how difficult. Listen, Nigerians, no matter how difficult it is, life is good when you are happy, but much more better when others are happy because of you. Life is more better when you are happy, but much more better when other people are happy because of you. This was a quote from Pope Francis. Now, yesterday I was telling my brethren in church during the Sunday school that Pope Francis is so influential to the point where if he wants a golden casket, they would deliver it free of charge without charging Pope Francis' family or the Catholic faith anything. But Francis chose to be buried in a simple casket. Let Akpabio kick the bucket today, and let him kick the bucket today. They'll be looking for the most expensive coffee on earth to bury Akpabio. This is what you get from irresponsible men. Men without sense. Men without honor. Men without dignity. You can say that Pope Francis died poor. Akpabio, have you as a person learned from Pope Francis? You probably fly in a private jet. Nigerians are suffering. They throw an affluence birthday party for you. Akpabio, did you learn from Pope Francis? Natasha apologized by telling you that she did not become a senator through election, but through election. Akpabio, Natasha Akpoti, senator, dignified woman, told you, an irresponsible man, undignified human being, that she did not become a senator through election, but through election. Akpabio, you were not on the ballot. Natasha was on the ballot. Akpabio, you were an NBC MD. You stole. You are a thief. Akpabio, not allegedly. Natasha is not a thief. Akpabio, Natasha used money to help her people in her constituency. Akpabio, you are a thief. In the Senate House, there are projects. You are one of those that talk about solar panel in your constituency. Akpabio, if I go and check your constituency today, there is probably no solar panel in your constituency. Akpabio, you are an undignified human being. In fact, you should close your eyes and be weeping because you are a shame to humanity. Akpabio, you are a disgrace to the Cross River or wherever you come from. You are a disgrace to that enclave. You are a man of 60-something years old, possibly, but you are shameless and you are clueless. You lack wisdom. Read all that Pope Francis said. One of those things that Francis said, he said, on my graveyard, no other thing that I want, just put there Francisca, and that's it. I am sure if Akpabio kicks the bucket today, he will tell them to write there, Akpabio, Senate President, Akpabio, former governor, Akpabio, NEC chairman, Akpabio, this, Akpabio, that. That is what you will see on the grave of Akpabio. Akpabio, you are a shameless man. You are an undignified man. But I'm not surprised. Natia has told you that she did not become a senator through election, but through election. Akpabio, how did you become a senator? You are a shameless man. And the same thing, all of you politicians, shameless. Okowa, all of a sudden, decamped to where APC. Because what? Oshiomole of Edo State told Nigerians that if you commit crime in PDP, in ABGA, in Labour, in ACC or AAC, come to APC, your sins are forgiven. Adams Oshiomole said it. The former NLC president of Nigeria said it. That the only thing that you need to do is commit crime in different party. Come to APC, your sins are forgiven. That is what this man did. Okowa, Mr. Elvis, thank you very much for showing this. Nigerians, you can see for yourself what Pope Francis said. Akpabio is a shameless man. As a matter of fact, I don't know, but I will just use one of Mr. Elvis' words. These guys, they need to be round up and put in a glass museum, naked and disgraced. No wonder they all went there. They were all standing because they were all standing like they were standing in Dumota looking for boss because they were not recognized. People are dying in Benue. People are dying in Edo State. People are dying in Ogbomoso. People are dying in the north. You have not gone to pay them a condolence visit. You can take a private jet and fly to the Vatican to go and witness the burial of a dignified human being, a man that lived for the people. Even at his death, he was still eager to see the people. Akpabio, how many of your people have you seen? How many of the people that have been killed in Nigeria have you gone to pay their family a visit? You are a shameless man. Mr. Elvis, what you are showing us now was what you did for one of our sisters, Deborah. I will never forget mentioning it. I will not forget. The last person, life is good when you are happy, but much more better when others are happy because of Mr. Elvis. Because of you today, Deborah is happy, Mr. Elvis. Because of you, Mr. Oni Edigi Elvis. Because of you. Deborah is happy. 10 million naira rent for this young lady. Miss Elvis, you will not die. You will not die young. You will not suffer. You will not lack anything. Because of you today, Deborah has hope because of you. Life is more better when others are happy because of you. Akpabio, you are a shameless man. Amen. I don't know how to say it anymore. I don't know. But this is where we find ourselves as a country. When you see this evil man, they want to gaslight us. What he's trying to do now is to gaslight Nigerians. You're only trying to make a sarcastic comment. But look at the words of Francisca. Look at the words of a dignified pope. Simple life. Died but buried in an ordinary wood. Ordinary wood without any remorse. He said, just put it on my graveyard, Francisca. That's all I need. Just my name. And that's it. That's it. What is this life that these wicked men are tormenting Nigerians? What is this life that you guys are tormenting Nigerians? What is this life? Will you be buried in gold? Akpabio, why are you tormenting Nigerians? Tinubu, criminal drug baron, why are you tormenting Nigerians? Ononuga, why are you guys tormenting Nigerians? You guys are tormenting your own citizens. Why? Okpolo, why are you tormenting the people in those states? Seyi Makinde, why are you tormenting other people? Why are you guys so wicked? Why are you guys so demonic? You guys are evil. You guys are evil and demonic. Your end will not be better. Your end will not be better. Mr. Elvis, I don't know how to pray for you, but the Most High God, Yeshua al-Mashiach, will pray for you. Because of you, Deborah is happy. Because of you, our brother from the north called here some time ago. He could not afford his hypertension drug. He could not afford it. You use your channel. We raise money for that man. Mr. Elvis, because of you, that man is happy. What a life you are living. Young man, you don't know what you are doing, sir. I wish that someday, sir, you can look back. Your children will look back and say, oh, because of my father, Nigeria became a great nation. Mr. Elvis, God will bless you. God will bless you. Mommy Diaspora, God will bless you. Everything you do will prosper. Oh, I wish I can see you and just give you a big hug, Mr. Elvis. Mommy, that's why I say I can just see you, hug you, and then prostrate for you. God bless you, ma. God bless you. God bless you. God, Almighty God, Yeshua al-Mashiach, bless you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Because of you, people like me now have a voice. Because of you, people like a power who can share their wisdom. Because of you, someone like Mr. Elvis can give us his unimaginable wisdom about politics. Mr. Elvis, sir, God bless you. But these wicked men, they will not end well because they are tormenting our people. People are going through pain and suffering. People are going through pain in the hand of their own leaders. Who does this on the face of the earth today? When people are thinking about quantum computer, about AI, about emerging health, about security. These guys are destroying their own country. Mr. Elvis, I love you so much, and God bless you. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
All right, that was a very emotional submission right there, my brother. Give us a mandate. Thank you so much. I want to say I appreciate you, and I say a big amen to all the prayers. It's because of us. Yes. Nobody's an island. There's no way we would have been able to do whatever we are doing here today without us. It's everybody. It's a collective effort, and we need more people. We need more voice. We need more people to embrace this our engagement so that we'll continue to speak truth to power and do the right thing. God bless you, my brother. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Before I come to you, Mr. Alex, please, I would like us, because of the submission that my brother just gave now, they have a kind of affiliation with religionism. So I would like to quickly play this one because at the moment now everybody is singing the praises of Pope Francis. Everybody references to Pope Francis. He left a very, 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 very good legacy. But I wonder the kind of legacy this thing will leave for Nigeria if they come out. All this thing why I want to show and so, because some people I don't understand, but what do I know? Nigerians might post this video. More listen to it.
Weekend, Akpabio, Redeemer, winners,
So someone asked my leader, Mr. Showore, on live stream about me that how will he control me because I called President Tinubu a mumu man. And here is the reply from my leader, Mr. Showore, to the so-called person that asked the question. Anyway, Tinubu is still a mumu man. Thank you.
A president. These guys that because then they will not become a monster. How are you also going to control them? Will you also accept the way they are insulting the president now, or how are you going to be able to control them? That is my question.
Thank you, brother. The question I have for you is Tinubu not a woman? Simple question. Who is a mumu? Is it not the person who takes on a responsibility that he cannot deliver? That's the person they call mumu. So you have a mumu president. Somebody says he's a mumu president. You are invoking paternity that is an old man. Have you never seen a mumu old man before? Is there every old person in this world that is not mumu? That's my very simple question to you.
To that,
Tinubu is a mumu man.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I thought I should quickly showcase that two videos right there. I've asked this question so many times on our platform here. What are you living for? And how do you want people to remember you? How do you want people to react when your name is mentioned? These are the things you should be putting into priority. You know, how we're living our life today. After your exit, when people mention your name, how do you want people to react? You want people to vomit or spit? You know, how? Unfortunately, most people in Nigeria, not just the leaders, they don't care about these things. Mr. Alex, please talk to us, my brother. Good evening to you. Thanks for your long wait.
Yes, can you hear me, Mr. Elvis?
Yes, very clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the work you're doing. I thank everybody. Mommy Diaspora, thank you. And my fellow panelists, thank you. Those on the comment section, thank you. Viewers worldwide, thank you. Mr. Elvis, first of all, for Olakpasa, for me, the guy, with due respect to him, he's not looking good. Looking at his physiognomy and his physog, his human anatomy is so dehydrated. Looks like something that's headed to the laboratory for an experiment. He should look after his health. He's not looking good. I say that with all humility and all concern as a fellow citizen. So maybe he has emotional issues, promise broken. I think it's all about selfish interest from someone like that. Don't be surprised you see him make a 360 degree in the next few months, because in politics, one day is very important, and start praising the administration of APC at the federal level. So those guys, you don't take them seriously. These are people who believe politics is a means to an end instead of service to humanity. As for Mr. Akpabio, Mr. Elvis, the number one thing you used to know wicked people in leadership, the number one signal you used to know them is that they love to rule in darkness. They are the real rulers of darkness. When people don't address electricity, when they don't talk about it nationally or at the state government or low federal government level, they are buying solar system. They want the whole country to be in darkness. These are signs of rulers of darkness. They dwell in darkness. They thrive in darkness. They make profits from darkness. God has said, let there be light. It's not stupid, because with light, there is vision. With light, there is safety. With light, there is development. With light, there is protection. Science and technology and industrialization can thrive in a visible environment. So people enjoy evil because their deeds. People enjoy darkness because their deeds are evil. They love to dwell in darkness. So Akpabio being a number 3 person in Nigeria, he has never raised a motion about electricity, about illuminating the whole country to create security. Without light, you cannot have permanent security. He has never said that. It's all about, bullying people, lying, falsification of budget, borrowing of money, acting as a rubber stamp to the executive. Mr. Elvis, we don't have a government. These are rulers of darkness. And in darkness, people carry out dangerous crimes. In darkness, they carry out dangerous crimes. Crime against humanity. Crime beyond your imagination. These are wicked, heartless men who come from poor background, and they forget so quickly what it is to be poor. Let me remind him, let me school him a little bit, because he sounded daft with his comment about living poor. Argentina is a third world country where the late Pope comes from. The Pope was a good man, a religious man. Nigeria is not a poor country, but it has poor leaders and wicked leaders. Nigeria is a member of OPEC. We produce millions of barrels of oil that brings in millions and billions of dollars. Where does those money go to, Mr. Akpabio? Saudi Arabia is not living poor. They have the basic necessity: electricity, education, security, pipe-borne water, good roads, good market system, good schools. So what's the business of a country like that with poverty? And Nigeria is a member with Saudi Arabia and Qatar of OPEC, organizations of oil producing countries. That's OPEC. Because of the wickedness of people like you, the governors, the senator, past and present, presidents, past and present, the country is seen to be the global, capital of poverty, orchestrated by human beings who are daft, who are evil, whose conscience are dead, who thinks about the next election instead of the next generation. They don't care about you. Not they're ready to care about elections, not the next generation. Botswana is paying citizens for being students almost $200, $150. Botswana, because they have minerals like diamonds. If you are in high school, you get paid, you get funded from the government. Botswana, they don't have crude oil, they have diamonds. As we speak, Namibia female president, she has just right away all the student loans. She's building 7 new stadiums to engage young people in sporting activities. Open your Google there while I'm still talking, verify it. She's 7 new stadiums across the country, because it's a small country. Norway is paying citizens because Norway discovered oil almost 30 years ago, and there is what they call oil money from the government. They pay students for being students, $800 euro, about $1,000. Open your phone and check it out. In Nigeria has the same oil. Men are just wicked. The devil released demons, wicked demons from the pit of hell into Nigerian politics. Young people are frustrated. Young people are miserable in Nigeria. Young people, you see, another thing you used to know wicked people is they like confused noise. They dwell in, noisy environment. That's why you have generator everywhere. Confused noise, like cacophony. They thrive in confusion. People cannot sleep. You have a busy day, you come home, your neighbors have generator because the country have wicked leaders who like people to dwell in darkness and confusion. So Akpabio is one of them. You will not go free, Akpabio. In this world or in the world to come, you will not go free. Pope that you are saying live the poor life, he had access to medication, good medication. How many good hospitals do you have, Mr. Akpabio, in Nigeria? When you are sick, you run to different countries of the world. You leave your people to die. Children are being born in darkness in our hospitals. The Pope was not treated in darkness. The Pope was not kidnapped. The Pope was not, his farm was not invaded. His brothers and sisters were not raped. They were not murdered along Express Road. The Pope was not threatened. The Pope lived in a secured environment. The Pope did not experience useless inflation orchestrated by wicked men and women who are borrowing senselessly. Mr. Akpabio, are you aware Nigeria used to borrow money to the World Bank and to the IMF in the 70s? IMF came to Obasanjo during the first attack, 77, in the company of Malaysia and other Asian countries to borrow money from our country. Even in the 80s, they borrowed money from us. What changed? What changed? Lucifers like you, devils like you, is what changed. Countries come to Nigeria for help. And the religious leaders, I don't know the kind of Bible or Quran you are reading. Martin Luther King Jr. was a reverend. He led protests in sincerity. Archbishop Desmond Tutu joined the South Africans during the wicked government those days in that country to liberate that country. John the Baptist, who was a prophet, lost his life because he told the politician of his day, the king of his day, that it's not constitutional to marry your brother's wife. It's not lawful to marry your brother's wife. That's why he was killed. He was happy to die. Jesus confronted the authority of his day when he called King Herod a fox. King Herod was having a celebration. He sent for Jesus to come and perform. Jesus said, go and tell the fox, that fox. He called him an animal. Elijah had the problem with Ahab, who was the king of his day, and Jezebel, who were politicians of his day, because they were maltreating the people of God. Elijah was a prophet. He stood for his people. Pastors of these days, even the late Archbishop, more recently, the late Archbishop Benson in Dahosa, confronted the military government and asked them to do the right thing. Gentlemen and ladies, pastors, clergymen, Islamic people, what Bible are you reading? What Christianity are you practicing? What is in your Quran? Is it the same Quran they have in Qatar, where they have electricity for 24/7? Is it the same Quran they read in Saudi Arabia, where students are paid for being students? Is it the same Quran they have in Kuwait, where students get up to $20,000, $30,000 to fund their education and never to pay back? Christians and pastors, the roads in Rome, they are tied. The road in Rome, where you go for pilgrimage, they are tied. Politicians are Christians, they go to church every Sunday and you loot people's money. Akpabio, that's the kind of person you are. So, Mr. Elvis, what you have in Nigeria is rulers of darkness. Darkness. They will never discuss central water system like pipe-borne water, what they used to call water board. They will never discuss constant electricity. They will not discuss factories, industries. They will not discuss, fixing the federal roads across the country. They will not discuss addressing the massive mass migration, the brain drain happening in Nigeria. Young people, doctors, lawyers, artisans, craftsmen, talented people are leaving the country in drones. They don't care because they are wicked people. These guys are rulers of darkness. They dwell in darkness. People are killed in darkness. People are, crimes are happening in darkness. Darkness, and I mean, it makes crime easy. And they know these criminals. There is nothing like insecurity in Nigeria. It's your leaders making business from the blood of their citizens. One of the signs of knowing wicked people and wicked leaders is they benefit to watch their own citizens being murdered in cold blood. They like it. They feed on human life. These are the kind of people, these people are dead in their mind. They are walking dead people. They don't like life. They don't like it. What is life without electricity? What is life without drinkable water? What is life without security? What is life without good roads? What is life without housing for the citizens? Traore has made it compulsory in Burkina Faso. He said, I will not rest until all of you have an apartment. He's building massive apartments. He's building more than 30,000 apartments for the capital city. He's starting with that. They just did about 700 right now. He said, I will not rest. He said, no more tuition fees at the university. From the kindergarten to university, every education thing is free. Free. Students will get fed once a day in school. That is a human being with the gold they have in their country. Minimum wage has gone up by 50%. Political holidays and entitlement, all those benefits, all those allowances, he cancelled it, starting from his own. People declare their earnings and their bank accounts every quarter in that country, starting from himself. He has secured his boundaries. No Fulani herdsmen can go there unless it's about insecurity, which happens across the world. That's a man who loves his people. He loves his people. He has just instituted a new tomato processing company to give job to 22,000 young people, Mr. Hevis. He removed road construction from companies. Engineers who schooled in that country are the ones building their roads right now, and they are solid. Mr. Hevis, he secured a nuclear plant to give electricity to his country 24 hours, built by Russia and Iran. That's a man that knows the meaning of light. So, Mr. Hevis, I'd like to drop it here. Well, say, Mr. Hevis, I'm grateful. Thank you for the good work you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother, for that long and powerful submission. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming early as well. Especially the network failure today. I was craving to have someone to be with me on time. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. All right. Mr. Odua, it's good to have you on the show.
Mr.
Thank you very much.
I beg information, I beg. Just check
yes,
your
I hope. Okay, I'll check it.
message.
Thank you.
I beg.
I'll check it. Thank you.
Very
No, I can't. My network is failing. No, I'm not sure I can play your video. My network is failing since I guess you'll be watching.
It's not a long video. It's just a short one for information. Very vital information.
I know. To download or play it is what we are saying now. Network is bad, but I will try. But there's probability I might not be able to play it. But I will try. Mr. Odua, please talk to us, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, Mr. Nigerians. Thank you very much. God bless you. Good evening, all the panelists. Thank you for your good work. Good evening, Mom in Diaspora. Thank you, ma. God bless you. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and those passerby. We appreciate you all. Well, as the topic says that Akpabio said there is no crime. Poverty is not a crime. That they should learn from Pope. His name Pope Francis or Pope John Paul or whatever. Anyway, say Pope. One thing is, if I will be opportune to ask to interview Akpabio, I will have know for him to explain to us what is the meaning of poverty and the purpose of him using a Pope to do example that people should learn from him. Because what I know as poverty is when people cannot afford what they're supposed to afford. And Pope Francis or Pope John Paul or whoever that have ever been Pope, I've never seen anyone that is poor. I've never seen anyone that is not able to afford their needs, because the thing is in their doorstep and they make use of it whenever they want to. Even this Pope that just passed away, in this his head, it was in Australia. So a man that can travel to Australia whenever he like is in a poor man, or that can travel any direction in the world is in a poor person. If, because I will have advised Akpabio to cut one of his hand to show us example that it is not a crime to have one hand. Because if Akpabio, that is why I said the people that are in position are not the people supposed to be there. It is because of the fallacies lifestyle that the British put in us, and we the black who believe that the white man as the second God. If not, this Akpabio is supposed to be inside sugarcane farm, farming sugarcane, so that when we process it and be using it to drink gari. Because if not, you don't think of, he traveled to Rome, the place he traveled to with our own money. Did he see that place was a dirty ground? Do they take light before he left or returned back to Nigeria? Or did he sleep inside bush when he get to Rome? Did he not find that a Rome is a mansion, is full of mansions? Even they preserve the old areas, which is due for tourist people. They use as tourism. But the area that the church is built, that's St. Peter, except the person who have never been in Rome before. So for him to use a pope to give example, Pope never go hungry, because he don't even use his money to buy food. Or is in house he said he want to have that he cannot have. It is because they call themselves the way they call themselves and structure that place. That is why they doesn't build their own houses. So for him to describe poverty to a pope, it shows that he need to be taken to psychiatric to evaluate, to examine him if there is still something functioning in him at all. Because Akpabio, if no stupidity of his ability to understand that even those that are crying can still see road, that the tears could not cover them, he will have not used such. If it is, what do they call this man from his place? Because he is from Akwa Ibom, Akwa Ibom. Then Abati should help us tell him that, Akpabio, use yourself as example, cut one of your hand. Then let us know that having half hand is not a crime. So that let us see how he will be feeling. Nigeria has everything it takes to be the number one all over the world. When I was in Libya, we do not pay electricity bill. You don't pay electricity bill in Libya. The only place we pay electricity bill, it is workshop. And the bill that we bring for you, you are going to surprise and be laughing. No house, whether you are foreigner, you are indigene in Libya, you don't pay electricity bill. And electric is even being used in the Arabu farms. All over their farm, they use electricity to pump water from the ground, from the well, which we call borehole. They use electricity to draw water and pump to all over their crosses. Now, even desert have a wet-tied road in Libya. Road to farm is tied. Look at the Akpabio that is talking. They cannot even from Uyo to Abuja with a good road. And he says it's not a crime to be poor. If Nigeria did not have resources and you are telling them that is why the country is like this, then we say, oh, it is because this is how we find ourselves. But we have all it takes, and you still go and be looking for borrowing money. There's no foolishness and greediness that is killing them. You will go and borrow money to do what? In your country, there will not be light. For what? When you have Mediterranean, you have Atlantic Ocean in your country, you have other small rivers, and you have wind, you have dry land, you have everything that can use to produce light. But these people are demonic and devilish and wicked in everything. They are so barbaric that they could not think. They don't even think of today, not to talk of tomorrow. That is why they don't even know if their children exist. That is why they can do anything just to get the power. Because they are not worth or qualified to be a leader. But because of the kind of the people which Nigeria believes supposed to be leading them, that if you are a failure, you become a police. If you are a failure, you are arrogant, you become a soldier. That is why such kind of people were able to occupy position. If the rival people that have brain to think, that can evaluate things very well, that can dream of tomorrow, who have visions, this kind of person is supposed to be in sugarcane farm. Well, it's not his fault since he have sit on the position, a place that nobody nominate him, nobody vote choose him. They would then he was able to fly overnight and come to the position. He can't talk anyhow. It's not his fault. So, but people should advise him to cut one of his hand and one of his leg, so that we will know it's not bad to have half hand and half leg. Then that is my message to Akpabio. So thank you, Mr. Elvis. For the Okonkwo coalition, you see, coalition is very good. However, you see the strategy that Okonkwo give. However, they want to make Tinubu out of power. It is the power of the people. Because there was a video that Arise News will interview one person. That one said El-Rufai have all the power to be angry. But if El-Rufai can draw his ambition to Peter Obi, say with that alone, Tinubu is out of office, because say El-Rufai has powers over the Muslim of their so-called area in that north. So why they know that Peter Obi was able to galvanize and decide another central of the country. So all he needs is a little support from the north. They will win the country. That is, all of them now are galvanizing for Peter Obi. So coalition is good, but the strategies to have it is what matter. Let them not do coalition that will still drag Nigeria into dungeon than the one we have. So me, I support however the coalition want to come. But what matters to me is let Peter Obi be the head. Because that coalition, Peter Obi is the head. The moment you get to office, there are things you can change. Because my other people said, so that is all I can have to say for now. Thank you, Mr. Nigerians. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Oduwa, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time with us today. Mr. Alabo, we are still waiting for your video. It's still processing right here, but it's almost done. But before that, I'd like to urge our people right there, please do your part by pressing on the like and help us to share our videos, take our voices far. And if you can, press on the dollar sign, encourage our work here. Subscribe to our channel. Just want to hit the notification bell. God bless you all, my people. Thank you so much for your time with us today. I would like to quickly play this video right here. It's a 4 minutes long video from Mr. Alabo. Then we'll take it from there and take our final submission after 2 minutes, as usual. Thank you very much, my people. God bless you all. Just bear with me. Let me put this on the screen. We're almost there. The whole system is slow and very, very slow today. Okay, there you go.
All over the world, a new Nigeria is possible. As we are pursuing our dream nation, we must have to be careful, because the obedient movement launched a portal for everyone to register to join the obedient movement. The same way, those people who takes advantage of every process, they have launched their own platform also to scam people. So Nigerians, be careful. Be careful. I'm going to show you. You're going to see the picture here, the one you're seeing. That is the original obedient.com platform. The obedient.com platform, you're going to see S in front of the T, which is OBIDIENTS.com. That is what you're going to see there. But the fake one, you're going to see obedient.com. And when you click on that obedient.com, which is OBIDIENT, just a similar thing, .com. It's similar, just difference of S. And when you click on that obedient.com, it's going to take you to another platform, which is called GName. GName, where it will require you for you to come and register and put in some of your details, which will require payment. Please run away. Obedient movement, where you will register and have your ID card, does not ask you to make any payment. So we need to sensitize the public. Many people are falling victim of these scammers, and we should sensitize our people. Please, we know the website is obedient.com, but the scammers use the same obedient. This thing you are seeing on my platform, that is the correct website. You're going to see it. They are telling you to join the movement, telling you that a new Nigeria is possible. That is the original one. The one with the blue stuff you are seeing there is not original. That will take you to the GName. That is not the original one. Please, let us continue to push this video to sensitize Nigeria not to fall in the hands of these guys who derive pleasure in scamming people, in taking advantage of people. As we pray for a good nation, as we pray for a better Nigeria, we don't want anyone to be a victim of their ploys. So let us protect all Nigerians all over the world by giving them the right link. If you are struggling to access the right one, check on my comment section. You're going to see the original one. The original link is on the comment section. So if you are struggling with it, just follow that link and do your registration. It's smooth. No one is going to ask you for any money to pay any money. It's free registration. Don't play. Spread this gospel. You're going to save a lot of life. Our new Nigeria and our dream nation is possible. So we're going to get a new Nigeria, which is really possible. Together, we can make it possible.
All right. Yes, the information started spreading since yesterday. Yes, even when myself have registered. So what about you? You guys can do the same. God bless you all, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. We're going to have our final submission right now so we can end the show. Let me quickly go back to Mr. Alex. Then I'll come to give us a mandate. If I call anybody, you're not there, automatically I'll move on. If you come back later, you have only 1 minute. Thank you, Mr. Alex. You have 2 minutes final submission, my brother.
Yes, thank you. As for Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, can you hear me?
Mr. Alex, are you there? Or can anybody hear me?
Yeah. Yes,
Alex, we talk with the ear. Alex, talk with the ear.
Okay. As for Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo, he's one of the finest brains we have in Nigeria. I think he's suffering from what Madam Rita always call post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. So because of the fallout of the way the election was brutally, taken away from the original owner through the so-called glitches, switching off of beavers. So the guy, for me, I'm not a guy that will judge somebody because he's no longer doing what I want him to do. No, he's a human being. He has his own rights. I see him as a very good man, one of the finest brains, eloquent. He has a lot of integrity. He did not go to run to APC now in spite of the offers. So I think we should allow him make his own decisions and follow his own intentions, the way he wants. And I think he will still come around the obedient movement. He's just against the Abure style of leadership, the corruption allegations, the way Labour Party became after Peter Obi shot them to limelight. So I think that is one of his grievances. And the guy is yet to recover from that heartbreak, both from the INEC problem and from the Abure saga, the way Obi was rang out and so on and so forth. Then we should continue to push for a new Nigeria. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I think something might happen. Splitting of the country, I don't know. And nothing lasts forever. Good or bad, nothing lasts forever. Even human beings do not live forever. Nothing lasts forever. So this country will come out good. Maybe as different countries, when divided, of course, or a restructured country, or a country where a good Traore, somebody of our own kind of Traore will come up and clean up this mess. A benevolent dictator, according to is it Madam Rita that said it, or Mr. Jonathan, a benevolent dictator that will make things right, not to loot and stash money in foreign banks, but with the way Traore has taken his country first in everything else, I know something will happen. Mr. Elvis, finally, let me remind you, South Africa started agitating since 1967 for a good country against the wicked government of apartheid regime. They got it 1992 or 1993. It took more than 30-something years. So what we are doing is not a waste of time. It's, precept by precept, brick by brick, we will get there at some point. Thank you. I'll leave it here.
Yes, Mr. Alex will get there at some point, but my concern is that I don't want to go get there when Mr. Alex without Odo. I want us to get there now.
I'm not in a way when you eat now. Baba not just now when you eat now.
That some point might be forever. I'm telling you. Okay. Anyway, let's continue to try. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate, please. If you are there, talk to us. 2 minutes. Okay, you're not available, Mr. Oduwa. You're 2 minutes, sir.
Hey, thank you once again. Well, what did I have to say than to see that the people of Nigeria,
we can't hear you yet.
Can you hear me? I'm hearing you now. Can't you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, but me, I'm hearing you.
Yes,
anyway,
I can hear you.
Hello, who is that again?
I think it was my fault. I don't know, but just go ahead, sir.
Okay, I said, well, what I have to say that Nigeria, whenever you people are ready, because what I see in Nigeria is that the good people doesn't have the opportunity. Even if they have opportunity, they doesn't still have sense to mobilize people. That is the problem. We have good people, but they don't have that sense of organizing. Because if you're a good man, you want to organize, you have to start your strategies early. Now, Edo people said, the race that you know you will run, you will still run. Better start preparing when it is early morning. So not when it gets to that time, you start running. No, start jogging, so that the race will not too much weak you. But the good people, they think just like Mr. Sugure now, he has a good mind. Even this Peter Obi, he has a good mind. But Alex Oti, they have a good mind. It is only Alex Oti who started preparing his own. And that is why if Alex Oti come out in anything in the East and tomorrow, you will see that he will even carry weight more than Peter Obi, because he start building this light when he was not even we have not even entered party. The moment he entered power, he did it once. So people see such vision. That is how good people are supposed to build. If you have it, start doing something that will convince people, not what we put money in your own pocket. But what can help people? Like I used Sowore Party yesterday. If I were to be Sowore that has opportunity, I will import tractor. That is my first thing. I will import tractor. If I import tractor in my community, my local government, people will start benefiting through that tractor to make farm. If you come out for anything there or your party come out for anything, it is one hand. Through that process, you have started building. Before you know, you become a governor of the state. Before you, with the way you arrange your state, we give you fast hand to do anything in the country. But people doesn't do, the good people doesn't have those knowledge or wisdom to say, let's come and do it. But they always will be greedy on their own pocket and say, no, it's a business. No, I can't do this for government. No, Nigerians, when you are ready, you make yourself as example. A man said, think of what you will do for America, not what America will do for you. So all Nigerians who want the country to be good, think of what you will offer willingly to your place for us to see. Then before you can now come out and make everybody to believe on it. So that is only my advice to all of us. Oh, thank you, Mr. Najawas. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dua. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Oga Alabo, your 2 minutes, sir. Thank you. If you are there.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis. All right, good evening. We will find way recommend EE to come to, or Virgin to come to Nigeria because you are struggling with this network. But we wish you all the best. God is your strength. It's quite unfortunate that we have a man whose corruption tied all over his neck because he's a Catholic man. They sent him to go and represent Nigeria. Bishop Coker is there. He did not lead the delegate. He wants to show himself he's the Senate president, to go and show his image who he is, talking about poverty. But all I will wish is that may the generation of Akpabio be forever remain poor. Everything he has stolen from Nigeria, his children will useless it, and they will suffer the pains Nigeria is going through. Since poverty is not something that is bad, but his family will benefit from it. They will enjoy that poverty. Moving forward, our country, the option is there for us. Let's continue to push, even as we begin other movement, looking forward for better future. Let us not forget something, that with all this movement, without electoral reform, we are going nowhere in our country. We should always use our platform, continue to call, sensitize people about the needs for electoral reform so we can get our electoral system right. When I'm saying getting it right, from the political primaries, parties, all those ones, the means of selecting people, because that is where we always have those problems. The political parties primaries is where you get all these rubbish leaders coming out from. That is where you get them coming because they buy the delegates. There is no people of integrity that could come through to get that one. That is why if we get a proper electoral reform where you will have independent candidates, it will reduce a lot of these political shenanigans we are going through in Nigeria. And talking about our religious leaders, they have failed. I told you, EFCC chairman came on television and said religious leaders help politicians to launder money. They use their private jet to do some shady business, gold they are flying from Zamfara, all those ones. It's part of their private jet. Most of them, these politicians will steal billions of naira. They will give them 40% share of those things if you can move this money successfully for me. That is why you see some of them, they are too rich, they are friends of politicians, they can't criticize them. The Adeboye they are talking about, somebody should pardon me that I mentioned them. The Adeboye they are talking about is not a today friend of Tinubu. He has benefited so much from Tinubu. So that is why he cannot condemn him. Because you don't know what these people do behind closed door with politicians. That is one mistake we are just looking at. Most of these our religious leaders are close ally of political criminals in Nigeria. They work together hand in hand with them to launder this money, to put it under because their church is under like an NGOs. So they use that process to gather this money and do those things. That's why you will see some of the politicians, you will find them, you cannot get them, find them guilty. Even when you take them to court to say this person is a criminal, a person who stole 10 billion naira will get to court today and tell the judges, it's 10 billion I stole. Inside this 10 billion, I'm going to give you 3 billion. The lawyers will take 2 billion. I will take 5 billion. They will share it 50-50. EFCC will be the one that will remain at the middle and they will get lost. The judge will declare and say, this person, you are EFCC, you don't have any evidence against this person. This is the strategy, how this thing has been going on in Nigeria. That is why we are where we are. It's a big fight that Nigeria needs to step out. This corruption has gone deep in our country, so it has become a way of life to many people in Nigeria. They don't see it as if it's a corruption anymore. They see it as an opportunity. So the day it happens that, this is my brother now, he is the governor, our turn don't reach. So let us get our national cake. It's no longer about service to the people. It's about what people want to take. That is why you see. So once it's not at your corridor, today, majority of Yoruba people, some of them are keeping quiet. It's a Milokon. A Milokon is the slogan because some people are benefiting. But when you remove from them, it becomes a problem. They will begin to criticize. Today, Northern are speaking today because it's no longer Buhari. So that is the hypocrisy of Nigeria. But we hope that we will come together and make our country a better one. Thank you, Nigeria Watch, and God bless Nigerians.
All right. Oga Alabo, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for your time with us today. We've come to the end of this broadcast today. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for coming in. Give us a mandate, Mr. Dua, our Dream Nation. God bless you all. Thank you for calling in earlier on, Mother Deborah, and Oga Samuel. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I appreciate you all, my people. And I got a super chat from Michael Ganamaro. Thank you very much once again. I'm very, very grateful, sir. Thank you. Everyone right there on the comment section, start with Mother of All, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Abu Azi, thank you very much. I appreciate you always. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you, Love Maduka. Thank you so much, Debsy. Thank you, Eva Line. Bexman, I can see you. Black Panther, my brother, I can see you as well. Wisdom Lucky, Timmy Dibe. Thank you, my people. God bless you all. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Madam Amy Bright, I can see you as well. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. Please do your part before you leave. Just press on the like, help us to share, copy this link, take with you home. You know, take this submission today, help us to spread it so that it can go far. My people, we've come to the end of this broadcast. I'll see you guys again, fingers crossed, by God's grace, 7 p.m. tomorrow. But before that, you might see 1 or 2 pre-recorded video uploaded on Nigeria Watch. Good night, my people, and bye for now.
Come on. West Africa, general important. Glass dealer, Mike merchandise, electronics dealer. John Anye, Pia one them. Anye Toyota Crown, oh Mego. Edi Kwanza, Edi Kwanza, Edi Kwanza, Isukamana Neje, yo. Onye mbisanye efu ya nyanwụ ojiri aka gbaji nwanne umekubia apụ mweku ndamare ya tisike wosuji Philip Obi onye mma cheye echeske wosuji traditional prime minister Very contractor, Ajerobia, Pia one them. Ajer contractor, Ushimano where hanyu. Edi Kwanza, Edi Kwanza, Edi Kwanza, Isukamana Neje, Edi Kwanza.